All right, guys, we got something cool for you today that we haven't made a video on in a very long time. So I knew it was overdue to put something together because I get so many questions. A lot of guys always ask about cylinder head porting. What do we do in-house? You know, basically we kind of do it all. So we don't do the actual machine work. I have a very good cylinder head guy that does all that for me. He does all my guide work, installs all my seats, oversized seats, things like that. So here today, as you saw in the picture for our video, we have a pretty cool assortment of cylinder heads that need to get done. So these guys have all been very patient. Thank you guys. You guys all know who you are, who own these cylinder heads. It's you know, we were busy getting the starter ready for the big race in Orlando. We finally got past that, and now it's time to get all these heads done so we can get all these motors together. So it's pretty cool. So like I said, we have a pretty cool assortment here. So over here, little guy, you could tell this is a 4AG big port that we're doing for a customer. This is going to be an all motor setup that we're actually doing the complete engine. We're probably going to get the car running. I think once we get the motor done, they're going to bring the car over here. They want us to build a custom header for it. So this will be an 11.5-to-1 fully ported. I believe they want to go ITBs as well. This is a 2RZ cylinder head. This is the 8-port head that's getting done for a buddy of mine in the Caribbean. He actually had some work done to that already, but we're gonna clean it up and finalize it, get the ports all situated to how we would like them. Moving on from the 2RZ head, we have two 3TC heads. So this is actually a 2TC head. This is your 3TC head, where we installed bigger seats in. These are gonna have big intake, big exhaust valves, just slightly bigger than factory on the exhaust. We don't really do seat work on the exhaust. There's really no need for it. So these guys have been patient as well. We had my machinist was very busy trying to get the seat work done, but that's finalized. Finally, that's going to be ready to go. We have to weld up all the exhaust ports on this one. The emission port right there, that's got to get taken care of. Then moving on from the 3TC heads, we have our Old Faithful 3S GTE cylinder heads. So this is actually a first gen cylinder head, which we kind of use on our drag car. This is going to be to a customer that's actually going to switch over from a Gen 2. He's going to go to our full build, full spec, PSI spec Gen 1 cylinder head, which should be interesting to see how he picks up after we get all this squared away. So it's going to have all of our valve train, our port work, our cam design, cam profile, all that. These are two Gen 3 cylinder heads, 3S GTE, and we had a little bit of a hard time sourcing this. So I'm going to make a video about it for our MR2 that we acquired from that good buddy of ours. We were going to go Gen 1, but my plan now is I'm kind of going to hit the easy button and I'm going to go back to Gen 3, which was on the car. The reason why I'm doing that is header intake manifold is all there. With all the projects I have going on and how I figure I need to get my race car done, I don't really want to invest the time in going Gen 1 cylinder head on the MR2. So I'm just going to go back to a Gen 3. So we're going to port this, use the existing header that was on it, the existing intake manifold, get a good turbo for it, and get this running again, get the MR2 running again. This is for a customer out in Australia. We had a little bit of a trouble trying, like I said, trying to acquire these heads, which we finally have. So he's not going to be ready for this till next year sometime, but since I'm porting, I like to get all my heads lined up that need to get ported. That way I just tackle them all one time. So as you can see here, we got 7 heads that we're going to port. Going to be a fun week, I can tell you that. Have no choice, have to get them done. I'll put some time-lapse video together of them getting ported, and then you guys will see the final product. right, so we got most of the rough porting done. So when I do the rough porting, I use a real aggressive bit to remove most of the material. So I'll actually use something like this to take out most of the material. And then after I do that, I go to a smoother bit to prepare it for polishing. I go to this. So it's a double cut. So now that I finished all the heads with the rough cut. I finished all the heads with the double cut. So now they're all pretty much smoothed out, ready to go. So there's a 2RZ, first gen 3S, 4AG, third gen 3S GTE, two of those right there, and then you got 3TC. Okay, made some space. I moved them around to give you guys a better idea. Again, this is probably hard to see there. Third gen 3S GTE, intake and exhaust is done. You guys are shot the exhaust done. 3TC back there, finished. Another one back there, bigger seats. 2RZ here. Move this around real quick. So that's 2RZ. I don't want to get it too bright. Probably better without the light. There's 2RZ. And then 4AG. So now it's time to polish. So what I do is I use a sanding roll, right? Which I got back here. I got a whole box full of sanding rolls. So we use sanding rolls to get in there and polish all the parts. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. And after that, I will have these things done. I'm hoping to have them done maybe today, hopefully tomorrow. I'll show you guys the finished product when they're done. Let's get going. All right, guys, here you have the finished product. So we got all the heads finally finished up. I washed them all, ported. So we got, again, starting from left to right, we got first gen 3S. Cleaned this thing up. It was kind of filthy when I got it. I did the best that I could as far as washing it before it goes to the head shop. It was, again, these heads are so old, man. These are 86, 87, so these things are definitely kind of ancient, just like this. 4AG, big port 4AG finished up. Again, this head was rough as well. I tried cleaning all this up here as best as I could. I wire brushed all these little big Allen keys, Allen heads that are on there. So big port 4AG, that guy's pretty much ready to go. We got two 3S GTE third gen heads here. So these guys are also ready to go, cleaned up. These heads were actually in really good shape when I got them here, which I'm happy about. So that's third gen port there. They came out pretty good, happy with them. That's the intake. This is the exhaust side, so got that all done up there. This is the other one, same thing. Again, these heads were in pretty good shape when I got them, so I'm happy about that. They look good. Exhaust side, same thing. Funny part about these third gens is how they have the bigger #1 exhaust port. So this #1 exhaust port takes a pretty significant angle. compared to 2, 3, and 4. So Toyota, I guess, felt that they needed to make the port bigger here. And so we kind of keep it that way. We don't open these up to match that. You know, Toyota engineers know what they're doing, so we don't go above and beyond what they're thinking. After that is these 2 3TC heads. These are big valve heads. Ports there. Let me try and... So they came out good as well. Happy with these. I have to weld this one up. I'm going to do that next. I have to weld up the emission port, so I'm going to go actually do that on the bench now. Here's the other one. This is actually a 2TC head. It doesn't have any of the emission stuff up front. Same thing, bigger seat. Port, looks good. Happy about that. And now these will get sent off to the machine shop to get valve job, bronze guides inserted. And last but not least, 2RZ. So... this is a buddy of ours, so this one's pretty much ready to go as well. Happy how this one came out also. So a lot of heads. Got these things finished up finally. And customers have been patient. Thank you guys. But they are done and on to the next step.